10, 9, 8.
Alright, hello everyone, welcome to State of the Game for November 30th. I made it, I said it right.
You did it!
So today it's just me sitting in the couch, but actually I'm not technically alone because I have Hamish that is operating everything, all the camera and the hard part.
Hi.
And he actually has his own camera now, so you get to see Hamish, potentially. So how is everybody doing? It's been a very long time since I actually had to do State of the Game on my own. We don't have Peter with us right now, so he's busy with some other stuff.
He didn't die. Yeah.
No. I said right now. I said we don't have Peter with us right now. But he is still alive, and he's not fired. Don't worry, he will come back. He's just busy doing some stuff in Paris with some other Ubisoft people. Peter was too depressed to the State of the Game. Come on now, guys. Come on. Be nice to Peter. But yeah, so in this State of the Game, we're going to be talking about things and stuff.
How's it going, Yahya?
With Hamish, but I wanted to start with just a very message that I wanted to give you guys, because I've seen that there's been a lot of stuff happening recently, or basically we had a lot of new players coming because we had the Black Friday sale and all that, and people that are getting excited for update 1.8, so people come back, or people come to the game and are new. And what I've seen, and I just wanted to mention, was just how awesome you guys have been at welcoming new players. And I really mean it. I really mean it. I think this is amazing. This is what we have communities for, you know. It's about actually just welcoming new members and making sure that they're feeling like home, feeling welcomed and everything. And I think this is just a very amazing sign.
How's it going, Awaken?
Welcome to the stream that we're all part of. So I just wanted to take this time, now that I have actually the
I'm hoping that they're going to announce 1.8 here.
No,
this is so
that's
nice.
what I'm hoping for.
This is not what I mean.
It's lovely.
But yeah, I just
More
wanted
of
to
this,
say we love you guys and thank you for being nice to others. And try to be nice to us sometimes as well. But that's something else. That's all right. So, but now let's talk about the actual stuff that you guys want to know about.
Yeah, when's
What's
it happening, Yannick?
So
How's it
let's
going,
talk
man?
about burgers. No? That's not bad? Alright. Get Hamish some Kleenex. Alright. No, so update 1.8. I know that a lot of guys want, I mean all of you probably want an update on the release date of 1.8. We did say it was going to release early December. I have good news and I have bad news for you guys. Can you guess what this is?
Good news is you know the date, the
No,
bad
I'm
news is it's
delaying
not
the
early.
update. So no, the good news is I can confirm the update is coming out next week. We said early
Yes.
December, it is releasing in early December, it is releasing next week. The bad news is that I cannot give you the date. I am not allowed to give you the date.
But I mean, come
Oh,
on.
you're
Like,
fucking
reasons.
joking. What
you know.
the
right,
fuck is
right.
this?
So we'll let you guess.
What the fuck? Do they
This
even
is
know
not
the
a
date?
game. This is
What's
just,
the matter with them?
you won't have a date. What I can tell you though is that we will announce the date on Monday. So on Monday you will have the release date announced. It is next week, it is definitely coming out next week. I'm just not able to tell you which day of the week, and I'll let you guys do the speculation.
What the fuck?
You have a 1 in 7 chance of being it right.
Because yes,
What's up, Ghost Assassin?
just look at previous releases and what is the day we usually release updates on. And I may have lost my job right now.
So it's going to be Tuesday. Just say it's fucking Tuesday
Yeah,
then.
straight fired. Please.
Alright.
Now on IGN. Community developer from the first division.
Fucking
Sends
idiots.
you
They
the
know it's
result.
Tuesday.
Oh my
That's
God.
it.
Alright.
Game over.
No,
It's
I haven't
Tuesday.
said anything. I haven't said the release date, right? Chat. I didn't give you a release date.
Fair play to Yannick
alright.
for that. Fair
Anyway,
play.
So, what I wanted to mention as well, because we've been working on something, and Hamish in particular has been working on something. So what we're going to do when the update actually releases is we want to do a 24-hour stream. So whenever
Nice.
the update releases, whatever the day that is, know that as soon as the servers open, we will go live and we'll do a 24-hour stream with you guys where we're going to be just like playing the game, hanging out with chat, having some devs coming in and talking about, you know, the update or whatever, what they ate today. Because we like to do that a lot. And yeah, so just make sure to join us, play the game as well, but you can have, you know, the live stream in a second screen, because we have some, you know, cool stuff to actually.
I like that you say cool stuff.
Some cool stuff.
Thanks for not giving spoilers. But you did say you know, I've been working hard on this, but Peter has been, you know, coordinating this 24-hour stream as well. It's going to be the whole community team is going to be streaming, right? So I'll be streaming. Yannick will be streaming. We have, you know, all the other guys as well.
Yes. So make sure to join us and watch, but also play the game. Do both. Come on. It's 2017.
At the
sure
same
you guys
time.
have more than one screen. The other thing also global event. So just to mention briefly, as we had said when we talked about the early December release, so the global event number 3, will start the week that follows the release of the update. So as we said, the update comes out next week, which means the next global event happens 1 week after that.
That's not bad.
I
That's
also
not
don't
bad.
know exactly what day it's going to start. But
A Tuesday maybe?
after that as well. And I also don't know which global event it's going to be and what will be the rewards. So definitely can confirm there will be a state of the game next week where we'll give you all the information about this global event.
Can we just clarify that one thing? You know, I saw someone in chat being like, so the Division are paying big streamers to stream 1.8?
Ah, here we go.
That whole rumor thing?
This has been all over Twitter all day
so,
today.
Yeah,
I'm loving
there's
this.
this rumor going on.
It's because Summit is coming back to the Division, and he hasn't played the Division for a long
First, to
time.
be honest, what would be wrong
So
with
he's
that?
come back.
I mean,
There's a
that's
couple of
just
other
how
big
it works.
YouTubers
But
and
actually,
streamers,
we're not doing
Twitchers
it, though.
come back.
We're not doing it.
So everyone's saying that
We
they've
have a bunch
paid
of
these big streamers to come back for
mentioned that they were
1.8
interested in
because
coming
they've
to the Division
they've all
for
basically been
update 1.8,
saying
and that's cool.
great
We're
things
like,
about
yeah, sure,
1.8,
guys,
even though we
come
know
and
that there's a
like,
problem
yeah.
with 1.8.
We support that. That's pretty cool, but we're not paying anyone, really.
Ghost, my man.
Everybody that will be streaming update 1.8 will do that because they actually want to do it.
Viking,
So
how's it going, man?
Cool. And we'll be
In case
completely
some
honest with
people
you if that ever happens in the future, and we have in the past, and all the streamers who have done that in the past, they always do the hashtag ad stuff, so, you know, again, there's nothing to hide there.
And there you go, we're being called liars.
Is
Thanks,
Marco
chat.
getting paid?
Love you guys.
No, Marco's not getting paid.
No, Marco don't get paid.
Nope.
Hire Marco already. Well, he's free to send an application.
We've told
said
Marco
that.
that he should apply. Come on.
All right. Anyway, so update 1.8, quick recap of what is coming with update 1.8 for those of you that are potentially new and that are like, what are they talking about? What is this update 1.8 thing? So it's the next big update. It's actually the biggest free update that we've ever done on this game. So it's huge, as someone would say. And so it contains a new PvE mode, resistance, that is, like kind of a horde mode type of thing. We also have a new PvP mode, skirmish, 4-on-4
Yes,
PvP
like
experience. We have a kind of improvement to undergrounds with like hunter showing up in underground, and now we actually have checkpoints. Also revamped the whole directive system. We have a rogue 2.0 system, and we'll talk a bit more about that. Gear optimization features that allows you to improve your gear so you don't actually
Ghost, yeah, it's about right for you, brother.
Try to grind for this min-maxed god roll kind of piece. You actually get to improve it yourself. And we have new exotics coming. So that's kind of the rundown of what update 1.8 is. We will have patch notes going out on Monday, so we will have the complete list of everything, not just the content, but all the changes, bug fixes, and all of that. That will be coming out on Monday alongside the actual release date of the update. But again, the update comes out next week. Now, I'm actually not completely alone also on top of the fact that there is Hamish to my right. There's actually people, very tiny people in the screen in front of me, which feels weird because they're just like chatting for like the past 5 minutes already in my ear, and I'm like, guys, will you just shut the fuck up? So yeah, we actually have the folks from Redstone on the line with us. Hello guys, how are you doing? Can you unmute Ben, please? Hey, that's fine. You know.
Terry Spears.
So we have the dynamic duo, Terry and Keith, pointing at each other. How are you guys doing? So it's early morning for you guys.
Yeah, we just got up.
Love you,
it's not early
Sleepy.
morning, actually.
It's just it's earlier than your day.
Yeah.
We have children.
They're so nice to not
Yeah.
tell me like, dude, you actually just mixed up the time zones, but that's fine. All right, so why did we bring you guys in? It's basically because we kind of wanted to have a discussion about update 1.8, and especially one part of it that has been a big focus of the discussion of the community which has been the Rogue 2.0 changes, right? There's been a lot of debate, there's been a lot of things said about it, and we've kind of mentioned also about what we were doing, but what maybe we could have done a bit of a better job at is trying to really explain why we are doing it and where that comes from, what is actually happening in the DarkZone today, and why we think that it's needed to make these changes. So that's kind of what we wanted to talk about in this state of the game. So that's why we brought you guys in. You guys ready?
Oh yeah, let's do it. We're always ready.
So yeah, first, I mean, there's been a lot of discussions going on in the community about what are you doing, Hamish? You're confusing me. That's fine. That's fine. Anyway, all right. So yeah, there's been a lot of discussions in the community, as I mentioned, about like the Rogue 2.0 changes, and like we know that it's a very polarizing debate. So yeah, first, like, you know, how did that go for you guys? Like,
this will be interesting.
Of course, yeah. I mean, some great discussions, regardless of whether or not there is an agreement on either side, or it's just fantastic to have the discussion and see the passion. We know the DarkZone is a very unique element, but also a very polarizing element. So it's been really cool to interact with the community about it.
Yeah. And I guess, in a way, when it comes to like rogue mechanics and the DarkZone, we know that the DarkZone is a very sensible part of the game anyway. So I guess, in a way, we probably expected that, you know, people would have very strong opinions about it.
What's up, Forrester, man? Welcome to the stream, mate.
So.
Yeah, we're very excited about the change. And in fact, I think we're going to cover some data later. But what's very interesting to me is that we have this great analytics team, and we've been monitoring the DarkZone since launch.
Yeah.
And what's great is that we have a vocal community, but we also get so much data and information from player actions.
Oh yeah.
You know, what they actually do in the game.
Yeah, they are really low on this for everyone, mate. You know, everyone's putting it in the chat.
That's a part of the reason why it was time for this change.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to work out. I really do.
It's just one of those things where, you know, the time comes where, you know, we're this live game, we need to always be evolving. That's what live games are all about. And we were looking at all the data and just felt like this was the moment.
Yeah, if you have a live game, there's no evolution, right? Then you're not really a live game. So steps, knob turns, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah. Yep. Because that's one thing that I think we've seen a lot in the discussion was the fact that like there were again a lot of voices that would go either way in the discussion, and some people felt like they were not being listened to. But that's one big part of all the balancing and all the like updating work that we do on a live game is also it's as much as we listen to the community as much as we can, there's also a big part of like in-game data that we look at and like what are the people actually doing in the game.
Absolutely.
Which is also something that we need to take into account. So
that's absolutely right.
That's one of these situations here where like the data is not necessarily completely in line with like the feedback we would get, and like we need to kind of try to find the right balance between that. So talking about that, so yeah, as we said, we've mentioned the data, so yeah, maybe we can bring them up and we can look at that. I mean, we had this one thing that we wanted to show you guys, and so we have it on
Player
screen
deaths
now.
in the DarkZone.
Do you guys want to talk about that? About the
welcome back,
that
mate.
we're showing now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you want to kick it off?
Sure. What you guys are seeing here is it's player death, and we have 3 brackets. I'm looking at it on my screen. Also, you have the red bracket is players that die by rogue. Right? And the green bracket
are bullshit.
Essentially rogues that die by players.
Yeah, wait, can I am streaming later.
Section is players that die by AI. And so you can see over the course of, this is launch of the game up until after 1.7.
Yeah. Pretty much till a week ago.
Yeah. And so you can take a look at the ratios, and there's some very interesting things here.
So basically, So basically, when you take red plus green, that's PvP death, right? And that's orange is PvE death.
That's PvE death. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. And you can see how it's just, you know, consistently climbed throughout the life of the game, right? And now we're living in this world that was never really the intent.
Yeah. We talked about the data, Yannick, and you know, we've gathered tons of analytics, and we've gathered tons of feedback from the vocal community, and sent out obviously tons of surveys.
Yes.
And the information that we get back from our most hardcore group of players is that they want a 50-50 split.
Yeah.
In the DarkZone between PvE and PvP.
Yeah.
And you can see that we haven't had anything close to a 50-50 split since about 1.2.
Yeah.
Now, there's tons of reasons, right? It's a very complicated beast, the DarkZone. So why things fluctuate as
what loot motivations people were going after.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, last stand coming in. There's all sorts of things that shift play patterns.
NPCs hit hard as fuck. Yeah, they do.
Is kind of an interesting hallmark.
Yeah, we don't like the fact that the DarkZone is dominated by PvP at this point, 75%, you know, of deaths.
Yeah.
And you don't like that fact.
That's a big reason for
you
change.
Fucking kidding me? You fucking idiot.
It's not like we think the rogue toggle is going to magically.
You don't like the fact people do PvP in the DarkZone.
It's complicated, but.
Yeah.
But that's the magic of the live game.
This guy for fucking real.
It's an evolution. It's a knob turn.
Absolutely.
It's a fucking PvP area, man.
One other thing that we can see in this graph. Can you bring
kidding me?
Image again? Yeah. The other thing I think that's interesting is
look at this CJ YouTube. You can't be serious right now. Fucking right, you can't be serious.
Rogue kills versus the non-rogue kills. So you
see a fucking what the hell, man?
Kills, right?
These are the kind of people that are fucking ruining the game.
And,
idiots like him. He probably doesn't go in the DarkZone.
Like
probably been got killed a few times in there by rogues.
Interviews around state of the game. That's the rogue advantage. Right? It's their ability. It's rogues' abilities to pick when and where, and to make sure that everything is ready and in their favor for combat.
Yeah.
Because
fuck
there is no activation, because there's no warning, that means the non-rogues essentially start a combat at half health. And boy, that's just very difficult to overcome. And we're seeing players, because of that, and because of a lot of other factors, right? We're seeing less people engage with the DarkZone.
Yeah.
It's a big part of our game. It's an exciting place. We want people to visit.
Players who are going in there spend a lot of time in there.
Yeah, people are passionate about it. You know, I can't give specific numbers, or I'm not comfortable giving specific numbers, but
because you don't fucking know.
The Division game activity, right, it's positive.
Yes.
It's remaining steady, and like you said, the Black Friday sales, it's going up, right?
Yeah.
So overall game activity is
awesome,
right? But DarkZone is shrinking, and that's not cool. And it's because the balance, we believe that the balance is wrong.
Yep. You know, with the rogue advantage, I mean, that's a big part of the toggle and where the idea of the toggle came from, right? Like now, if a rogue wants to toggle right in front of you,
man, just there, just on the stream. Streaming state of the game.
But if they're smart and they activate
state of the game on stream,
they proc their talents, well, now it's at least a more fair fight than it was before, and we think that's really going to improve overall PvP for everyone.
Yeah, and signs and feedback to non-rogue players when someone goes rogue near them, right? So we proved that. So it's going to be a good step.
Yep.
Right? A good evolution. We're looking forward to watching it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's really like if you don't want to, engage in PvP, you have.
These guys are talking shit.
Try to avoid this kind of engagement.
What the fuck?
You will, know when someone's going rogue or like how to avoid them.
They're just taking the fun out of rogue.
One thing also was because again we got a lot of feedback.
The intensity in the DarkZone is the biggest thing.
But that's one of the
you don't know if you're going to get shot. You don't know if someone's going to take your instruction. That's the biggest thing about the DarkZone. They want to take that away.
Behave in the DarkZone on the PTS is different from what you would see in the live game, right?
It is.
So that's
players' motivations on a test server, right?
Yeah.
Just by default, right? It's not their character. The loot motivation's not there. They're there to test numbers. They're to they're to look at very specific things.
People play it the way we play it when we're testing the game. We'll walk.
Well, clearly you don't test the game properly, do you? Because you fucking ain't got a clue.
Builds they're using and
what an idiot!
Testing mechanics, and that's awesome. And we get a lot of good information about that or from that. But we don't get this type of feedback as consistently.
Yeah, when we watch players in the live game, you have groups that are performing the loops that they want to perform. Could be landmarks. Could be D-Tech. It could
just be killing every motherfucker you see, man.
Supply drops.
That's what it could be. That's what it should be.
Is fluctuating throughout this ginormous
fucking landmarks,
over
man.
A third of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Space, right?
Yeah.
So,
Fucking watchers. They don't watch anything.
Generally speaking.
Yeah.
What the fuck do they watch?
To do the PvP, well, they're more congregated, but it's not the entire server generally.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, I guess what we see is that usually the people that
Oh my
do
God.
go on the PTS is already a specific type of players, right? So it's then you're missing out on all the rest of the community, all the rest of the players that may not engage with the PTS, may not take the time to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hardcore group of players that we get awesome, really good feedback out of.
That's important to know. Yeah.
Exactly. We get a ton of good stuff out of the PTS. Lots of little changes went into this system and a ton of other systems from PTS feedback, but it's this small group of the overall player base that Terry was talking about.
Right.
Yeah. So I guess what's the good thing about having put that on the PTS, even though we are not necessarily doing all the changes that the PTS crowd has been asking for, is that it still gave you some indications on things to look at once this actually goes live, right?
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when it does go live, I'm looking forward to monitoring, okay, how often are people going rogue? What's the death ratio now after this happens regarding Manhunt, right? Because that's a change we hadn't talked about really too much on this particular state of the game. How many people complete a Manhunt successfully?
What level are they completing their Manhunt now?
Not fucking many, are there? When the whole server's going to be up your arse.
About as long
fucking idiot.
as I can survive. So
They
that's
both need a slap, they do, Danny, man.
Or
Fuck.
people consistently going
These two guys ain't got a clue.
Yeah.
They ain't got a
Or
clue.
players just not caring at all about manhunts, regardless of the, reward loops that we put in there. So, we'll be watching all that.
Oh, the great rewards
So
we're going to get.
That's a very important message that we want to give to you guys, actually, is just that. And I think that's what Terry was mentioning at the beginning. It's like, this is a live game, right? So it's just like, it's really, this kind of change is really something that we want to put on the live game more than just the PTS. And then, of course, we're going to make changes if we see that it doesn't work or it doesn't work the way we intend.
You've seen it doesn't work in the
So
PTS.
that's really
Make the
something
fucking
that's going to
changes. That's what the
potentially
PTS is
evolve
for.
if we see that it's needed.
Fucking
When you look at any live game,
Yeah.
right? Continued evolution, right? Continued iteration, and obviously,
Deterioration, more like.
right, to listen.
Fucking
to
evolution. They're deteriorating the game.
That's what we do, and that's our intent, and we continue to want to do that to make the game better for all of us.
Yeah, because I'm definitely looking forward to playing at some undisclosed time next week.
You probably don't even fucking play the game, man.
There. I like that.
You World of Warcraft looking motherfucker. That's what you play, bro. You don't play fucking Division. Well, he's the guy that goes around, does the incursions and the weekly missions each week. That's it, and comes off.
Chat, but I'll
Fucking
just
put him in front of. Why they put these people in charge here?
And we know that you guys have very strong opinions about that. I mean, it ranges from this game is awesome to this game is going
exactly
to
Twitch.
1.8.
What was the PTS for? So basically, they're saying they're releasing 1.8 as a test. Well, what's the PTS for? Stop wasting time.
Date next week. And see how that goes, and then make all the changes needed.
Make them after you've put the game live. That's fucking awesome.
We're
Great work, guys.
Finishing this and feeling incredibly confident about what's going out there. Like, we feel really good about it.
You don't look confident.
And time will tell, obviously.
You're shaking, man. You don't look confident.
Right.
Yeah.
The day it releases is not the day to pass judgment. And to say, I told you so, you stupid devs. Whatever that.
No, we told you in PTS, not now.
Data takes time to collect and aggregate, and so we'll let player actions and behaviors tell us the story.
Exactly. Yeah.
GK that is asking, didn't this game die with 1.3? Don't worry, this game died with every single update.
Oh yeah, forever and always.
Every single update was the update that was going to.
You're confident you're going to stop playing Forrester. Fuck,
just
man.
makes it stronger.
They might as well just not do the PTS and bring their 1.8 out early.
Alright, let's talk about other stuff. So there were a few other things in the 1.8 and on the PTS that we wanted to talk about, just because they're cool things that we wanted to bring up, and also because the community has been talking about them and maybe wasn't sure exactly what made it to the live game. So I wrote them down here, but like movement changes, for example.
It won't be fixed, man. The glitches won't be fixed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean the big one really was, we talked about it way back.
Who does weekly missions?
There was the change to turn speed, movement speed. That has been adjusted on PTS. Those changes are going live. Feeling pretty good about them. It's not quite up to the pre 1.7.1 turn speed, and that's to kind of fix some kind of perceived lag, desync issues that we were seeing and kind of make the game feel, give you a little more control, deliberate control over your character. So we're feeling good about that. And those will be in 1.8.
Yep.
Cool.
So they're changing turn
the other
speed.
thing
Nice.
is, and that's also the topic that ties into global events. And I guess
Cheers up,
especially
mate.
with the
Cheers,
fact
Foxy, man.
that,
Appreciate it.
we haven't done a global event in a while, unfortunately. We had said we wanted to make them monthly, but in the end we couldn't. So of course people had to kind of grind classified through, out of global events,
Twitch is going
drop rates
crazy.
and all that. So there's been a lot of discussions about what are we doing to improve that kind of experience.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff dropping with 1.8 for that. So all name bosses across the whole game, Underground, DZ, Open World, Resistance, anything
true, Danny.
with the name
True,
boss, they have a chance to drop classified gear. We also added classified drops to the new PvP ranks we've added. So you used to be able to get up to 40 in your last stand rank. That's called PvP rank now. And now at 45, 50, 55, 60, you'll be getting classified caches just to kind of help fill in.
That's not bad.
The sets you've been collecting.
That's not bad.
And then one of the biggest ones I think is in Resistance. You can find purchasable Resistance crates with in-game currency, and those are crates that are exclusively filled with the more rare loot. And so that's a really good way for, do a targeted grind. It's a difficult grind because that content's difficult, but if you can get in there, it's a very targeted classified grind.
Yeah, just to clarify that a little bit, right? For those of you that haven't played Resistance on the PTS, you earn Shade Tech, and it's session-based, right? So as you're playing Resistance, you're earning Shade Tech from, enemies you kill, and you use that Shade Tech to open areas, to activate fortifications, but maybe you're so good that you don't need to do that, and so you're still going to accumulate Shade Tech. We put these crates in that are pretty costly. Not costly, I'm just going to say costly.
They raise in cost the more you use them.
Yeah.
It is something you really have to focus in, but they're there.
So you can make a choice to, use your Shade Tech for loot specific stuff rather than, fortifications. It's
everyone's just going to buy loot.
It's also another way
No one's going to play the game. Everyone's going to buy
grind
the
out
loot.
this rarer
What the
loot.
fuck?
Yeah, and we also know that we have the 2 other global events coming out soon. Those will release all of the remaining classified sets. So the way we're looking at this right now is we have our drop rates that we're feeling pretty good about with all the new ways you can get them and everything. Once that whole classified loot pool is out there, the rates will go up, right? Because we know that that grind will become harder as more stuff is introduced.
Yeah, we're not necessarily into it to make it super hard.
Yeah,
we just want to cast a wide net, and make
you're right,
a lot of
Michael.
options to work towards and optimize with.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's great, because that's been one of the big concerns when people started doing the math about the drop rates, and like once you have all the possible classified in the rates, in the drop rates and everything, or in the pool, then it becomes kind of crazy. So it's good to hear that.
I think of all the name bosses in the game.
Oh yeah.
Like, whether it's the revamped Underground, which is going to be hot, right? Because how often I come across a name boss there, the landmarks in the DarkZone on fire, right?
Yep.
That's going to be fantastic.
Some of those, Resistance waves, you're fighting multiple bosses at a time, up to 4 bosses at a time. So that gives you a lot of chances as well.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
If you can kill them, all right. The last thing I have on my list is about exotic weapons, because there was a full pass.
All they care about is
that,
PvE.
right?
Yes.
I want to talk about
Now,
it.
1.6 introduced a ton of really cool new exotic talents on all the weapons, and as the game continued to evolve, along with data tracking, we saw their use continue to dip. I heard the community talk about it. We want them to be awesome. We've all collected them. We want to be able to use them. The showstopper, things like that, are super awesome weapons. So pretty much the way the rebalance has worked is, you have your non-exotic, say LMG, right? The exotic LMG is always going to be damage increase off of that, right? It's always going to be inherently slightly better of a damage increase. But those talents are a little more specialized, right? So maybe you can make up the DPS with a different talent on a non-exotic gear. But the goal is all exotic weapons much more useful, and we want them to become a normal part of your loadouts.
So buff them.
Just buff them.
Yeah.
The showstopper is super awesome with Lone Star.
He's got a weird forehead.
It should be in every Lone Star build.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Oh look, PvE
there was one
PvE
that
build.
wasn't buffed, though.
Nice.
The
That's all they give a
Pac-Man.
fuck
Yeah,
about.
right.
Oh yeah.
What
Yeah,
happened?
the-
What have you done?
Yeah, the P-Dog.
Yeah.
Pecan. Yeah, I mean the pecan.
The pecan?
No, that's just what I call
I'm
it.
glad you said it because I would have said it wrong. And
No, that one was out of balance.
Yeah, I mean, really, the thing there is everything else got raised up to be a consistent damage increase off the base weapon, and even after that bump, the pecan was still a
I never
bump.
know the
So
name
now
of the
we've got a
fucking
slight
weapon,
increase,
and
but
he's trying to
just
tell
to
us
kind
about
of
the game.
Create an overall balance that is good, and we don't have any one super standout weapon that becomes the go-to.
Yeah.
We want you to give you choices, not force what weapons you need to use.
Yeah, based on mathematics.
Mathematics.
All right.
That's it.
Yeah. So
Look at Yannick. Just looks like fuck. I don't want nothing to do with
and I will
this.
start using them very
He
soon.
doesn't want anything
Yeah,
to do with that
next week,
shit
it's
that's
on
going on there.
Whatever that is.
Next week, whenever.
You see his little smile. He knows. He knows they're
One thing I've
fucking
seen,
this up.
Some people mentioning in the chat, and I just wanted to answer because people have been asking for a while, and a crazy, yeah, it's here. Xbox One X. Just wanted to confirm, guys. We have something that will be coming for the Xbox One X. It's just not with update 1.8. So we will be, whatever, how you call that, be patching
Support.
the game to support the Xbox One X. So it's prettier. But it's just not coming with update 1.8.
He
so
is like
we
that
don't have a
Twitch.
date yet when this will be coming, but it will be coming.
Yep.
Just wanted to say. All right. Was there something else I wanted to mention? No. I think I'm pretty much done. I'm done with my notes at least. What about you guys? Anything you wanted to?
No, that's good, man.
say?
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for letting us come on and explain some things.
Well, thank you guys for taking the time. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. So just as a recap, the most important part, because I see some people that just tuned in during the stream and didn't get the information at the beginning. Update 1.8 is confirmed. Release
Pato get
next week.
fucked.
Release
Now,
next
Pat is
week.
not here,
The
man.
Exact date will be announced on Monday.
This is
Not
Yannick Forrester.
confirmed the
Pat is
exact
on holiday.
day of the
Pat is
week
on
when
vacation.
It will be released, but it's definitely coming out next week.
Just confirm it, man.
I confirm that it's next week, and I confirm that it may be on a usual day where we usually release updates next week.
Peer pressure.
That's
At least
that's it.
Yannick's fucking going out there just saying, look, it's going to be Tuesday.
That's all I will say.
I don't know why they try and do this. Just tell us it's Tuesday. He knows already.
So you're saying it's not Monday? Yes, Deep Fried Dave. I'm saying it's not Monday.
What? But how do you know?
It's so that's you have
Why
6
it-
chances out of 7. So
I guess we'll see.
Yeah, Petter did all the. Yeah, Petter's on vacation, mate.
I'm
That's why.
excited.
let's do it.
And also, I saw. Did you see Matt in chat? Hey, man. What's up? We miss you. How's
Matt's in chat?
Yeah, Matt Shoch is here. Everyone, show some love for that guy. We miss you. Hope Siege is going well.
All right. Well, anyway, so yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for coming to the State of the Game. Yeah. And also, just as we mentioned was it 2 weeks ago, that we talked about the state of the games and that we are not necessarily going to make them on a weekly basis. Just to give you an update, next week we'll definitely have a state of the game, I think, because depending, the update may or may not have been released by then, but we will want to
Nice.
talk about it
Good job.
anyway, I'm pretty sure. See what I did
Yeah,
there?
that was perfect.
And also we want to give you an update on the global event, give you the exact dates when this is going to start, what's going to be, the rewards and all of that. So definitely state of the game next week. I don't know for the weeks after that. We will see. We will decide on a case-by-case basis.
Dude, I'm mega excited about next week.
No
Next week
worries,
is
man.
going to be
No worries, Viking.
the shit.
Especially the early part of the week.
What? Why?
Alright,
Why?
job done. I haven't given the date. That's fine. I'm not
Right.
fired.
Yeah, Yannick fired.
No.
Right.
Alright, anyway. So yeah,
Fucking
thank you
Redstone
guys
fired,
at
that's what it should
Redstone.
be.
Thank you guys at home or whatever you're doing. Don't watch the state of the game while you drive, please. So I hope nobody's driving.
Just don't watch the state of the game
just
full
make sure
stop.
that you park before
Fuck.
you do that.
Well, you can listen to the podcast.
You can listen
this
to the
this will be
podcast.
up on as a podcast in like half an hour.
It'll be up in 5 minutes on Facebook.
Commitment, half an hour. Now you just like
All right,
Fucking
I've set
half
the
an hour.
timer for myself.
now you have to like shut it down and like rush to your desk.
I will do it.
All right. Anyway.
Do it for the community.
So yeah, thank you guys, and we'll be seeing you next week. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
So yeah, so to summarise, what's going to happen is next Tuesday is going to be the 1.8, and then the week after that will be the global event. They are not happy with the amount of PvP play in the DarkZone, which I don't get. It's really pissed me off. What else? Patch notes will be on Monday, so we'll be able to find them on Monday, and obviously it will come out on Tuesday. Clearly, I don't know why they didn't just say the date. They should have just said the date. Have no idea what they're fucking about. Them two guys from Redstorm, Terry Spires or Spears, whatever his name is, he ain't got a fucking clue. Like, they're just gonna ruin PvP for everyone. And that's pretty much it. Xbox One X, they're not getting the update yet. Not with 1.8. Pretty much what they've said is they're using 1.8, the live 1.8, as a test, and then they're gonna fix things after that. To me, that's what the PTS was for. I don't understand why they're doing this. I don't think they know why. But yeah, overall, at least we have a date now for the PTS. Yannick's good. At least he was giving us some hints on the date there. But I don't know, guys. I just think that's a load of bollocks. Especially the Redstorm lads. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. Like, they blatantly don't do PvP, or they've been killed a few times in the DarkZone and got a bit salty about it. But guys, I'm gonna leave it there. I shall be streaming again. I'll actually be playing the game streaming. I'll be playing the game streaming in about an hour or so. So if you want to come back and watch me play, Yannick is good. Division game, yeah, Yannick is good. I do like Yannick. So yeah, so guys, thanks for watching. And I'll catch you in about an hour. I'll be streaming the game in an hour. So me and Twitch will be on, and we'll be playing the game for you guys. So take care, everyone. See you later.